My wife said, "I've been teaching your daughter to call my boyfriend daddy too." I said, "Kids are adaptable." Then my daughter repeated everything at the custody hearing. Her boyfriend wasn't at the next visit. I, 32 male, was picking up my daughter Lily, 6, from my ex-wife Brooke's 29 apartment last Tuesday when she decided to drop this bomb on me. We'd been divorced for 8 months, sharing custody 50-50. The split was amicable, meaning she got caught with her personal trainer and I didn't make a scene. Lily ran to the car while Brooke stood in the doorway with that smirk she gets when she thinks she's winning at something. "Oh, by the way," she said, all casual like, "I've been teaching Lily to call Derek daddy too. You know, since he's basically living here now and doing all the dad stuff you used to do. Better, actually." Derek, the personal trainer. 26 years old, CrossFit enthusiast, IQ of a protein shake. I just looked at her for a second. Kids are adaptable. Her smirk faltered. That's it? You're not gonna flip out?" "Nope. Have a good week, Brooke." I got in the car where Lily was already buckled up, playing with her iPad. As we drove away, she said something that made my blood run cold, but also gave me an idea. "Daddy, why does mommy make those weird noises with Derek daddy when they think I'm sleeping?" I kept my voice level. "What kind of noises, sweetheart?" "Like when you step on the cat's tail, but different. And Derek daddy says bad words sometimes. The F one. A lot." I pulled over and grabbed my phone, started recording. "Lily, honey, can you tell me more about Derek daddy? Just like you're telling me a story?" What came out of my 6-year-old's mouth over the next 10 minutes made me immediately call my lawyer. Update 1: my lawyer Ramon nearly spit out his coffee when I played him the recording. "She's having loud sex with her boyfriend while your daughter's in the apartment?" That's just the tip of the iceberg. Listen to this part. I forwarded to where Lily talked about the special drinks Derek daddy makes that smell funny and make mommy act silly. About how Derek daddy told her not to tell me about the sleepover friends who come over and smoke the funny cigarettes. About how mommy and Derek daddy sometimes forget to pick her up from school because they're napping. Ramon's face went from amused to concerned to genuinely angry. "We're filing for emergency custody immediately. This is documented child neglect at minimum." "There's more," I said. "Lily mentioned Derek daddy takes pictures of mommy with no clothes, and sometimes Lily's in the background playing. She said mommy told her it's for art, but she's not allowed to tell anyone." Ramon actually stood up. "I need to make some calls. Don't let her go back there this week. Already ahead of you, I called Brooke and told her Lily has a stomach bug and I'm keeping her till she's better." Brooke's response? "Whatever. Derek's taking me to Cabo this weekend anyway. Was gonna ask you to take her extra days. This works out perfect." I recorded that call too. Update 2. The emergency custody hearing was scheduled for Monday. Brooke was pissed when she got served Friday night. The texts started immediately. "WTF is this? You jealous little man, can't handle that. I found a real man. Derek's gonna kick your ass. You're traumatizing our daughter with this drama. I'm calling the cops for kidnapping." I didn't respond to any of them, but I did screenshot everything, especially the one where she admitted Derek had been disciplining Lily because someone needs to teach her respect since you won't. Saturday morning, she showed up at my apartment with Derek. This walking pile of muscle and tribal tattoos pounded on my door while shouting about his rights as Lily's other daddy. I called 911 and put it on speaker so they could hear him threatening to break down this door and take what's mine. Cops arrived in 8 minutes. Derek tried to explain he was just protecting his family. The female officer looked at him like he was something stuck to her shoe. "Sir, you're not related to this child. You have no custody rights, and you just threatened to break down a door. You need to leave before we arrest you." Brooke tried her tears. "This is my daughter. He's keeping her from me." The officer turned to me. "Sir, do you have custody documentation?" I showed them the emergency order. The male officer actually whistled. "Ma'am, according to this, you're not supposed to be within 500 feet of your daughter pending investigation. You need to leave now." The look on Brooke's face, like someone had just told her Instagram was shutting down forever. Derek puffed up. "This is bullsh. Sir, final warning." They left, But not before Derek shouted, "This isn't over." Narrator, it was in fact about to be very over. Update 3 y'all, the custody hearing with else. Brooke showed up in a white blazer and pencil skirt looking like she was auditioning for Law & Order. Derek was nowhere to be seen. Her lawyer, some budget rate guy named Timothy, looked like he'd rather be anywhere else. Ramon came prepared. We had the recordings of Lily describing the inappropriate behavior, screenshots of all texts, the 911 call recording, school attendance records showing 12 late pickups and 3 no-shows in the last 2 months, neighbor testimonies about noise complaints and strange smells. And the crown jewel, Lily's teacher, Miss Patricia, agreed to testify. But we didn't even need most of it, because the judge decided to do something unexpected. "I'd like to speak with the child," Judge Harrison announced. "In my chambers with a child advocate present." Brooke went pale. Her lawyer started to object, but the judge shut him down. Lily was in there for 20 minutes. When they came back, the child advocate looked disturbed. The judge looked furious. "Young lady," Judge Harrison addressed Brooke, "your daughter has shared some deeply concerning information. She tells me that Derek Daddy has been teaching her that real daddies live with their kids, and that you've told her she should ask to live with only you because Daddy is boring and poor." Brooke tried to speak, but the judge wasn't done. She also demonstrated extensive knowledge of adult activities that no 6-year-old should have. She can describe in detail what marijuana smells like. She knows what a OnlyFans is because, and I quote, "Derek Daddy says mommy's pictures pay for my toys." The entire courtroom was silent. "But what concerns me most," the judge continued, "is that she told me Derek Daddy says if I'm good, maybe one day I can be in pictures too when I'm pretty like mommy." I thought I was going to throw up. Ramon grabbed my arm to keep me seated. Brooke's lawyer actually took a physical step away from her. Update 4. Judge Harrison granted me full custody immediately. Brooke gets supervised visitation once a week for 2 hours. She has to complete parenting classes, pass drug tests, and undergo a psychological evaluation before any reconsideration. But here's where it gets really good. Remember how Derek was nowhere to be seen at the hearing? Yeah, turns out when his other girlfriend found out about the custody case, she reached out to me. Apparently, Derek has a pattern and a record, and isn't supposed to be around children unsupervised due to an incident at his previous gym job. I forwarded everything to the detective handling our case. Derek was arrested 2 days after the hearing. Brooke tried to bail him out, but, surprise, all that OnlyFans money she was bragging about, Derek had been the one managing it. And by managing, I mean stealing. Account was drained. Brooke called me crying, actually crying. "I need help. I can't make rent. Derek took everything. Please, I'm still Lily's mother." "You're right, you are her mother, which is why I'm not going to keep her from her supervised visits. See you Saturday at the family center." "You're such an asshole. Derek was right about you." "The same Derek who's currently in jail?" She hung up. Update 5. The supervised visit was enlightening. Brooke showed up 40 minutes late. Apparently she couldn't find the family center that's been at the same location for 20 years. She brought Lily a gift, a crop top that said "Daddy's Little Princess" on it for a 6-year-old. The supervisor shut that down immediately. But the best part was when Lily, beautiful innocent Lily, asked, "Mommy, where's Derek Daddy? Is he in timeout?" "Miss Patricia says people go to timeout when they make bad choices." Brooke turned red. Derek had to go away. "Did he make bad choices?" "We don't need to talk about Derek. But you said he was my new daddy. You said he was better than my real daddy." The supervisor was taking notes. Extensive notes. "Sweetie, sometimes adults make mistakes. Like when you forgot to pick me up from school because you and Derek Daddy were making those noises." The supervisor's pen stopped moving. She looked up. Brooke tried to change the subject, but Lily was on a roll. "Mommy, remember when Derek Daddy said I couldn't have dinner because I didn't call him Daddy at the store? And you said it was okay because I needed to learn?" The visit ended early. Update 6. So Derek got out on bail. His other girlfriend paid it. Apparently she's loaded and completely under his spell. But here's the thing. Bail comes with conditions. One of them being he can't contact me, Brooke, or Lily. Guess who showed up at Lily's school? The school called me immediately. I called the cops. He was arrested at pickup line, in front of all the other parents, charged with violation of bail conditions and attempted child endangerment. His other girlfriend finally saw the light and not only withdrew her financial support, but also reached out to share some interesting information. Turns out Derek had a whole system. He'd target single moms, move in quick, establish himself as daddy, and then start his side business ventures using their homes. 3 other women came forward with similar stories. Brooke, meanwhile, has been spiraling. She lost her apartment, had to move back with her parents. Her mom, Denise, called me to apologize. I tried to warn her about that man, but she said you were controlling and jealous and making things up. I'm sorry we didn't believe you. I told Denise she's welcome to see Lily anytime, supervised by me. She cried and thanked me. Brooke found out about this arrangement and lost it. Showed up at my work screaming about parental alienation and how I'm turning everyone against her. Security escorted her out. My boss, who'd been following the drama, gave me the rest of the day off and said, "You're handling this better than I would." Final update. It's been 3 months since this all started. Here's where we are. Derek is serving 18 months. Turns out violating bail when you already have a record doesn't go well. His other girlfriend is apparently writing a book about being conned by a fitness predator. Brooke failed 2 drug tests and lost even her supervised visitation. She has to complete a 90-day program before she can reapply. Last I heard from Denise, she's living in their basement, working at a grocery store, and dating some guy she met in her court-ordered parenting class. Denise said the new guy has face tattoos and thinks the government is tracking him through his phone. Some people never learn. Lily is thriving. We started therapy to help her process everything. The therapist says she's remarkably resilient, but has some concerning learned behaviors we're working through. Like she tried to tell another kid at school that they should call her princess because pretty girls get whatever they want. We're working on that. She asked me last week if Derek was ever coming back. I told her no. Good, she said. He smelled like those drinks that make people silly, and he wasn't nice to you. Real daddies are nice. My heart broke a little. The other day, I ran into Brooke at the pharmacy. She looked rough. Like real rough. She tried to approach but saw my expression and turned around. Her mom texted me later saying Brooke cried for 2 hours about how she lost everything for some dude with good abs. Not I traumatized my daughter. Not I put my child in danger. Not I tried to alienate her from her father. Just, I lost everything for some dude. That tells you everything you need to know about Brooke. Ramon says I can probably get child support from her once she's working steadily, but honestly, I just want her to get help and maybe, eventually, be a decent mom to Lily. Not holding my breath though. As for me and Lily, we're good, really good. I got a promotion at work. Turns out not having constant drama really improves your job performance, and we're moving to a better school district next month. Lily's excited about her new room. She picked out purple walls and says she wants unicorns, but not baby unicorns, daddy. Cool unicorns. To all the single parents out there dealing with toxic exes, document everything. Kids notice way more than you think, and never ever let anyone make you feel guilty for protecting your child. Oh, and if your ex introduces someone who insists on being called daddy or mommy, after knowing your kid for like a minute, run, document, lawyer up. Trust me on this one. Edit, no, I won't share the recording of Lily. That's evidence in an ongoing case, and also, she's 6. What's wrong with you people? Edit 2, stop asking for Brooke's OnlyFans. It's been deleted, and also gross. That's my kid's mom. Edit 3, Derek's other girlfriend's book is apparently going to be called Flexed and Deceived, My Year with a Gym Predator. I can't make this stuff up. Edit 4, yes, Lily is in therapy. Yes, I'm in therapy too. This stuff messes with your head. If you're going through something similar, get help. Seriously.